Hey everyone. There's so many people in chat already. Sorry for making you guys wait. Okay, so yeah, let me just pull up the chat here. Okay, so as you guys can probably tell by the title of this live stream, we're going to be doing a chill sort of storytelling stream today. It's pretty early for me. It's like, what is it, like 7 a.m., shortly after 7 a.m. So it's pretty early for me. My voice might sound a little bit like cranky, I don't know the word, when I read this out. I hope it doesn't, but yeah. Okay, let's see who's here. We got Emery's Emery's at dinner. Hi Steph. Hi Jupiter. Renat Doodles. K Kappa. Welcome everyone. So I'm just gonna, I guess, can you talk more loudly please? Okay. So let's see. So I'm gonna put up some of these sketchbook things. I'm late? No, you're not. It's just we just started. I didn't do anything yet. Hi Lottie, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. That bird looks so professional. Professional. I think is the word you meant professional. I'm not sure, but thank you. So while I do this, I think I'm just gonna put up some of the sketchbook pages we have for like these chicks. Yeah, I'm getting my wisdom teeth out tomorrow. Can I get an F please? F in the chat for Jupiter, guys. All the F's in the chat. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave up some of these pages so we have something visual to look at, since this is like storytelling thing and there's not gonna be a lot to look at here, only to listen. So if you guys are cozy, maybe y'all got some tea or something ready. Who knows? F's in the chat for Jupiter. Oh my god, getting your wisdom teeth removed sounds very painful. Praying for you that it doesn't hurt too much, my dude. Thank you, y'all are the best. It's fine, no worries. Okay, so are you guys ready to start with a story time? Or like, it's not a story time, why do you keep saying that? It's like, I wrote out, that's more than a page of Astaria and Louise's first encounter. And I started writing the whole thing in German because I'm German. So, because I'm more comfortable with writing in that language. So now I translated everything into English for you guys. So some sentences might sound like a little bit weird or off, because, could be because, as I said, I'm like not the best at writing in English. I think it's pretty good, but if there's like some, I don't know, figures of speech or something that sound very off to you guys, then feel free to tell me afterwards, so I can like correct it a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna tell the story now. So some background on this. Astaria, the character who is this chick here, I think a lot of you guys have been to at least one of the character design streams. So this is Astaria, and she is part of the flock, and the flock has given her a specific mission in the Victorian era, and she got to go there, and then she she was just gonna follow her orders and do everything all nice, but then something happens. I think we all know what happens there, or who happens. Just saying. You translated in English for us. We don't deserve you. I mean, you couldn't. Most of you probably wouldn't understand the story. So if it wasn't in English, so I mean, I kind of had to do it, didn't I? Yes, Grandma Yanni, we're ready to hear Astaria and Louise's story. Astaria and Louise, my babies. Yes. Okay, so this is, I called this scene just the first encounter, or just encounter. So I think I'm gonna get started. So let's see, I'm gonna get my file a bit closer here. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this as nicely as I can with my nasty voice. Okay. Okay, let's go. A mild breeze gently brushed Astaria's face. Her heart was still pounding, and the strange feeling in her stomach just didn't want to go away. What was wrong with her? Now was not the time to be distracted. She had to stay vigilant and do her job, otherwise all the trouble so far would have been in vain. Nothing was more important to her than fulfilling her duty as a raven. But why was it suddenly so difficult for her? Astaria sighed? That's a difficult word, oh my god. Astaria sighed softly and lowered her gaze to the gate on the rear wall of the castle, which was slowly sinking into shadow some distance away. Looks like it was time soon. The elf tightened her grip around her bow, which she held ready. The only thing that she could hear was the quiet rustling of leaves in the wind. Astaria's ears suddenly rose. Someone came in her direction. She tensed up. Astaria was fully focused on the sound of the footsteps that blew to her from afar and played around her ears. According to the sound, the person approaching was alone. It didn't sound like they were armed either. In an emergency, Astaria could silently and quickly render them harmless. Now the person came into view. The elf turned. Damn it! The sun dazzled her, making it almost impossible to see anything. Struggling to see, she tried with one hand in front of her eyes to identify the person who was moving towards her. They were almost at the tree Astaria was hiding on. Astaria could see a noble Victorian dress, a light pinned pinned hair through the blinding light. And there was something else, a kind of tiara that sparkled in the bright sun and was sitting on the perfectly styled hair. Astaria's heart paused for a moment. She lost her balance and slipped with one foot. In panic, she tried to reach a branch, but it was no use. She was already falling down the tree. The elf closed her eyes and hit the floor. But did she really land on the floor? Astaria's... Oh, I made a spelling mistake there. Astaria opened her eyes again and gasped. She had fallen onto the princess. Gravity! Okay, sorry for my little, spelling hooples. Yeah. It's too early for me. I can't read. I hope you guys could still understand anything, even though I'm not pronouncing everything so clearly. B-movie? What? You're already crying? Does she have butterflies in her stomach? She's already in love. Yeah, she saw Louise, some backstory on that. She was spying on inside the castle, and she saw there was some kind of audience that she had to observe, and Louise was there because of course she's the princess, and she was like, "What is this? She cute." Sorry, I can't be in this live for some reason, so I'll watch the replay. Okay, Star Girl. Astaria loses footing. Gravity. It's real estate. Yeah, okay. What was this laugh? Oh my god. Astaria, you had to fall in love, not fall from a tree. Oh, can you hear my dog barking? It looks like someone got up. Probably my dad or something. Okay. You guys want to keep going? This is only part 1 of the whole writing. We have more than half to go. We have twice as much to go, so. Y'all ready for the next part? It's still in the same writing section, but I thought I'd make a pause to read the chat. Oh, we should make a friend for Astaria. She got her chronicle, birdie. Let's flip the page and look. Add some other drawings for this. Okay. So, let's continue. So remember, I'm just gonna repeat the last line. The elf closed her eyes and hit the floor. But did she really land on the floor? Astaria opened her eyes again and gasped. She had fallen onto the princess. Startled, Astaria tumbled and almost fell backwards. Unable to move, she stared at the princess, who was still lying on the floor, and slowly began to stir. Astaria would have loved to run away, but she couldn't move a finger. Thoughts were flying through her head. That couldn't have really happened. What would she do now? What would happen if... What would happen to her if the leader of the flock found out? Nobody was supposed to see her on her mission, otherwise the course of history could lose its balance. Suddenly, Astaria felt hot. Why did she have to walk along here? That she is in cursive, by the way. Maybe it wasn't too late. Maybe Astaria still had a chance to get away unseen. Perhaps the princess had not fully understood what had just happened and would not remember her appearance. Astaria jumped up, grabbed her bow, drew a black arrow from her quiver, and prepared to open a portal when the princess sat up and blinked in confusion. Hey, what are you doing? Her hair, which had previously been tucked up neatly, was now slightly disheveled, and the tiara was sitting crooked on her head. Her porcelain white skin, covered with small freckles, seemed to glow. Seemed to glow, not blow. Her porcelain white skin, covered with small freckles, seemed to glow in the bright sunlight. Astaria froze. During her training to become a raven, she was always instructed to eliminate witnesses as soon as possible as not to endanger the mission. It wouldn't have been the first time for her, but she couldn't possibly kill the princess. That would certainly have major consequences for the course of history. After all, the princess's disappearance wouldn't just go unnoticed like a simple soldier would. What should she do now? It was clearly too late to escape, and she couldn't just make the princess disappear. She had to come up with something else. It would be a lot easier if it weren't for the strange feeling in her stomach again. Who are you? Your robe doesn't look like it belongs to the court. Slowly, Astaria lowered her bow and turned to the princess, who appeared to be very interested in her. She didn't seem to be afraid of Astaria either. The elf stared at her in amazement. Wait a minute, are these your ears? The princess now asked in an excited voice. You look like an elf or something. Where are you from? I've never seen anyone with such ears. Astaria was stunned. It seemed to her that that girl was shining brighter than the sun itself. She was even more beautiful close up than from afar. Okay, that was part 2 of the thing I wrote. Okay. Chronicle from Neighboring Tree face palms, yeah. I already thought of what Chronicle is doing, but I'm not going to spoil it yet in that situation, because he's not actually with Astaria there. Hates me, you change your username. Welcome, Lollywork. Hi, Nissy. Lovely, lovely. Wow, this is honestly one of the best OCs I've heard someone do on YouTube, other than Dead Sound under the YouTube channel. But still, your story is astonishing. Really? I mean, I'm glad you like it. I tried my best writing it. I just found a couple of mistakes I made while translating, and I actually just missed one word, so I just had to like fill in that with my head. Astaria being instructed to kill everyone who sees her in her mission. Astaria's butterflies in her stomach. Yeah, you're not gonna do that. Chronicle is doing some spying, or he's grabbing some lunch. Gay screaming, yes. Oh, I'm so excited that you guys like it. Like, I'm literally so excited. Okay. So we got one more part left. Are you guys ready? I'm just gonna repeat the last sentence again. Right. It seemed to her. Wait, I'm gonna say more. Okay. So, in this scene now, Louise is saying, "I've never seen anyone with such ears." Astaria was stunned. It seemed to her that this girl was shining brighter than the sun itself. She was even more beautiful up close than from afar. Discord, shut up. Okay, sorry. She was even more beautiful close up than from afar. The princess hastily tried to sit up. Her voluminous dress seemed to be a little bit in her way, but when she finally got back on her feet, she smiled at Astaria with delight. "I can hardly believe it," she laughed. I've dreamed of fairy tales about fantastic creatures all my life, and now there's an elf right in front of me. This is too good to be true." The princess carefully took a step towards Astaria, who could not think clearly. This had never happened to her before. Never before had she shown herself openly to a human, even though this hadn't really been voluntarily. Astaria hadn't been particularly interested in the non-magical race in the past, let alone found anything special about them. The only thing that had been important to her was the training and the flock's missions she'd been preparing for since her childhood. But now that a human was standing right in front of her, the elf could hardly believe her eyes. The princess was shorter than her, had a somewhat stockier build, and her dark out. I'm gonna read that again. The princess was shorter than her, had a somewhat stockier build, and her dark brown eyes flashed at her excitedly. Oh, I completely forgot to introduce myself to you. My name is Louise Ophelia Clara Luetta of Elmstone. I'm the only daughter of the Elmstone royal family. It is an honor to meet you, said the princess, and bowed in front of the elf. Normally, Astaria would have tried to take out the girl or find some other way to escape in this situation, but there was something about her that was mesmerizing, almost magical. But it couldn't be. She was just a human. Despite all her principles, Astaria opened her mouth and replied to the princess. My name's Astaria. I'm not from here. That's it. Leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. Okay. Oh, she smiled at her. Okay, but like, why would that be my reaction for seeing someone who looks straight up from a fairy tale? What? What reaction? What reaction? Oh, right. Louise's trust in magical creatures. I'm quite proud of you. Thank you. Just going right in, giving her a full name. I mean, you're the princess. Everyone knows your name anyway, right? And she's just like, I thought Louise, since she's like the bright and bubbly one. This is Louise, by the way, for everyone who doesn't know. She's the princess, and she is like a very, she's like kind of calm, but like also bright and bubbly, and like just a very like gentle, beautiful girl who is in love with like gardening, and she loves animals. And she's always been super like, what's the word? She always loved fairy tales and stuff like that. And that is why she's so excited to see Astaria and isn't even thinking about that Astaria might be like a killing machine or something. She just trusts. She's like a little bit, not gullible, like naive a bit. But, you know, if you're a princess and you've lived all your life in a fancy castle, what are you gonna do? They've just met, and Louise be like, I know how this goes in fairy tales. Here's my full name. Take me to Magic Realm now, please. Yeah, that's kind of her. I thought that would kind of be different because I thought about, you know, her, maybe she could be scared because, you know, Astaria got her creepy mask on and all that stuff. But Louise be like, I don't know. I felt like it would be an interesting, different approach than what I initially thought, because it just, I feel like, really gives the impression that she's definitely very naive, but also just a very loving person, maybe, very friendly. And that, you know, as a princess, she hasn't really experienced any really bad things, you know what I mean? And that way she didn't really think about that could possibly be very dangerous for her. But luckily she met Astaria and not a different raven, so there we go. Oh yeah, by the way, I decided to name the people who work for the flock, like the elves, I decided to name them ravens. That's like their official name. Because it's all bird themed. Okay. Like, she has thought about meeting magical creatures and already decided that, yeah, she wants to go with them. Louise, she has a mask, but damn, she cute. I don't think Louise thinks of Astaria in that way in the beginning. She's just like, oh my god, it's a magical creature, what the heck. And Astaria is like, she was always very like distant and didn't really care about humans. Some other ravens, like most ravens are pretty serious, I'd say, in fulfilling their duties. But there are some ravens in her flock that were very like interested in humans. And she never really understood that, and she was like, okay, whatever. And when she saw Louise, when she was spying on that thing that was going on in the castle, that audience, she saw Louise, and you know, at the beginning of the story, I can just repeat that again. Actually, a mild breeze gently brushed Astaria's face. Her heart was still pounding, and the strange feeling in her stomach just didn't go away. What was wrong with her? So yeah, that's after she saw Louise, and she got that really weird feeling, but she didn't understand it because she never felt anything like that before. Because Astaria was always trained very like harshly to become a raven, and she didn't have time for any of that. But then Louise just hit her like a freaking meteor, a cute meteor with bows and ruffles. Let's see. Maybe she comes across as naive, but what if she had thought through it? Who knows? Is Raven a rank? No, Raven is just the general name for like the people in the flock. We can think about if there's different ranks, for sure. Because Astaria, this mission she's on is very important, which is why she prepared a long time for it, and then suddenly everything just goes wrong because Louise comes along. She'd probably only feel attracted instead of love when they meet, you know. But Astaria's already like, what? Also, there are only 13 people. I think for people who are like joining in the middle of the stream, it's not really easy to jump in because they haven't heard the story. Yay, another live stream. Need to keep my mind of what's on the news right now. Time zones, yeah, that too. Yeah, so I guess that's it. So if you guys have any questions about the bit that I just talked about, or like that I just read out, or if you guys want to hear a part again or something, we can do that now. Now I'm thinking about an ad about a girl who wanted to eat the perfect snack, and when her mother said that snack like that didn't exist, the mother was hit by a meteor. What? That wasn't for what kind of an ad was that? What were they advertising? What kind of snack? Hi Talia, you're late. It's okay. I mean, we kind of read out the story part, so maybe kind of sucks to be late. I don't know. The stream isn't really ideal for like jumping in at the middle, but I still appreciate you having you here. And you can always rewatch the story part, of course. Rewind, watch the stream later. Yeah. So yeah, I hope the whole English text thing wasn't too confusing and it sounded good. Oh, they were advertising a snack for school. Okay. Yeah, so if there's no questions about the text or anything else, then I think I'm gonna just maybe cut the stream short if there's something else you guys want to talk about, because I just wanted to make this like a short like story sharing thing. You have a question? Okay. Here we go. What I was saying. Yeah, I wanted to keep this like relatively short, also because I have a math oral exam later today. And I need to finish my French project too. What was Chronicle doing? Was he having a nap? So, as I was saying, I don't really want to spoil it, but I can tell you Chronicle was helping out Astaria with the mission by, you know, going somewhere and doing something that will cause, maybe like potentially cause problems in the future for, you know, Astaria and Louise. But at that moment, Astaria didn't really think about that because that was just part of her mission. Is Chronicle committing a murder? No, he's not. He's not. He's a good burb. Chronicle, I thought, is like pretty mischievous, very smart, very protective of Astaria, and he really dislikes birds. My school is going down because of Corona for 3 weeks. Oh, mine's been down for 7 weeks now. Sneaky lad. Yep. Good burb. Yeah. Astaria is the most important to him. Sorry. By the way, I can show you guys Juniper, who is Louise's pet. So I drew Juniper yesterday. I think she's pretty cute. I thought it's a she, so yeah. Chronicle is a good protective boy. Yeah, he be protecting his best friend. Also, I was like really pissed here, so just drew like a middle finger. Hello and goodbye, bitch. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that because I mean my channel is children friendly, right? Totally. I don't swear at all. I'm like always nice. There's no bad words here. We're in a perfect little bubble where nothing bad is supposed to happen. Okay. I'm just gonna stop. Juniper. Kawaii. Oh, you called the fox Juniper? That's adorable. Yeah. Cute fox. She's a white fox too. And I really like it. She's very floofy. And yeah. Okay, so are there any more questions? Do you guys want me to read out another part again, or are y'all good? Good to go. By the way, I'm gonna make a playlist that has all the live streams in it and also the future videos I plan on making, like on developing the story. But yeah. Yay! Yeah, I thought I could do some videos on like animating some stuff. Oh, by the way, let me see if I can actually show you guys this on stream. Is it gonna be possible? Let me check for a second. Chronicles is one salty boy. Yeah, he is. Oh, I think I can show you guys this. Okay, give me a second. I'll just have to open that up on my phone. Just uno momento. I just airdropped it to myself. Yeah, fancy. Okay. So I made a little animation sequence because I thought of, you know, how I'm like a really big weeb and I just watch anime all day, every day. I thought it would be fun to, when we like create some more characters, make some kind of like opening that is like anime styled. So like we find some cool music and then I just animate an opening. And I was thinking like my vision was to have it maybe start out with like Chronicle flying over the sky or something, and then like the title name of the story like plays in, and then we have like Astaria shooting an arrow, and with the arrow we like move away from Astaria with a character, and then that arrow opens a portal which like transfers into the next scene of the opening, and then we can see Astaria like falling down somewhere, you know, like a typical like opening scene, and she's like looking all worried, and suddenly Louise appears and is flying a little bit above her, and she's like reaching out her hand, and then they can like put their hands together, and then Astaria looks a little less worried because Louise is with her. Oh my god, wouldn't that be so cute? Okay. I had so many ideas, I can tell you guys. So yesterday I like tested a short animation thing. I can just show it to you all. So I made like a little bit of an archery thing. So yeah, that's it. It's kind of sucky that I always have to like press play here, but I think you guys know what I mean. And then when she shoots away the arrow, it like goes away, you know, and moves into the distance, and then a star gets really small, then like the portal opens. Because it, I don't know, hits a tree or something. This playlist is gonna be named Candyjani and Astaria Louise's story. Oh. Anime. Oh, I see you have a profile picture of cute little Asui. I really like that, Emery. That would be awesome. Yeah. Na na na. We can make a theme song. I would love to have like some kind of catchy music, but I can't exactly. I don't know if we're. Can't exactly just like find music and put it under it, but I mean. That would be the most adorable thing. I just thought it would be so cool. That was a great idea, storyboard. I'm gonna sketch it all out. Is there a show that like only with there is a show like that only with Arrow and Portal though? What kind of a show? What if it was called Birds of a Feather? We could think of some names for the story for sure. Do you guys have any ideas? Oh my god, this is like half an hour already. I didn't think it was gonna go on for so long, but like, we always end up talking, don't we? Froppy fan, Froppy is best. Froppy is my digital child. Flox world. I'm just gonna write some down. Like, let me just pull that something up here on my computer. Okay. Burp show? I'm just gonna write everything down. Burp show. Vlogs. World. I can't type. Okay. The only thing I know how to make music is like the lavish music of Chrome, but if you would like that, I could try make something. You would try to make something? If anyone here is like really good with making like music, maybe like I don't know, like I don't know how long we're gonna make it. I'm gonna have to see how long I can actually animate something. Maybe like 30 seconds, 1 minute. If anyone here is like really good with music and would like to make a catchy theme song thing, I don't know, like in GarageBand or whatever, I don't know, because I'm really bad with that. But if anyone here is really good at that kind of thing and would be willing to do something like that, that would be really sick. Like really, really sick. Can you please? The Chronicles of Flox World. And Chronica acts as sassy narrator. You'd be like, rah, in today's episode, Astaria's gonna fall off a tree because he's so stupidly in love. Damn girl, I keep telling her, human not interesting. I mean, Astaria already knows that, at least, until she meets Louise. Name the series Birds of a Feather and make Chronicle narrate it just so retype that to other people said it so you can see it. I love that voice. Ah, yeah. You're very welcome. What even is that voice? Birds of a Feather. Call it Chronicle is a good boy. Of course, that's the best title. I like it. Chronicle is a good boy with 3 eyes. Like, boy. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just adding details to the fan art because I had to make fan art. Oh my god, if you want to post it in the Discord, that would be rad. I'd love to see it. Or on Instagram, tag me if you want to. God, you guys been doing so many good draw this in your styles. I'm gonna maybe show off some here right now, since I don't know, since we got some time, I guess. So I got some on Instagram that I really like that I wanted to show. Need to make fan art. Ah, yeah, there's a draw this in your style going on my Instagram and Discord. If you want to check it out, you can check out Candyjani on Instagram, just my username on YouTube, or you join the Discord, which should be linked down below, and you can find out about it in the weekly challenge announcement channel. Okay, oh my god, yeah, this one. I actually really wanted to shout out this artist because their work is amazing and they really only have like a few followers. I think they have like 7 followers on Instagram and their art is really good. So they drew Astaria and Louise together, which I think is so cute. Like, look at these two. Just look at their faces. Look at how cute they are. I love this so much. So if anyone wants to follow Hake, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, but I really like this one. And I just wanted to send some love to this artist. So please, if you like this art, check out their Instagram, Hake, and send them some love from me. Send them some candy love. That sounds weird, but yeah, I mean, please show them some love. I think they're really deserve more appreciation for their work. And then I also got an entry from Kappa LL, which I think has really cool colors. And yeah, I like the red. I didn't even think of like using red in the design, but like I think it's a really cool idea for sure. And Cosmo Sketches also made an entry. I think they also posted that one on the Discord, but it has like some really cool silver details, and I love like the pink shoes. I think that's super cute. And I love how they drew the braid too, like it's super thick. I'm really bad at drawing braids, so this is like really, really nice. Why did it face? I did not face. I said kappa? What? What? What is going on? That's your drawing. Oh, it's you, kappa. Okay. I really liked it. I think it's super cute. And then let's see what else was posted on the Discord. I think Steph posted one today. Right. She went for some earth tones, she said. So this is also like kind of what I had in mind for the design initially, and I really like this one too. And she put some cool, like, a gold circle behind it, and I think it's really pretty. And she even drew Chronicle! Yeah, I think this is super cool. I love her hair color a lot. My, like, first idea was for the hair to be darker, but I think I actually really like this hair color a lot. Like, I feel like I might go with it. It's gonna be really hard to choose one of your guys' entries for the final color scheme, because there's so many good ones. And was there another one? Weekly challenge. Okay, I think that's all that that's all of them that were posted on the Discord. Maybe I think some people posted some work in progress pictures in the art gallery for sure. Oh, Emery just posted a sketch. I'm just gonna show that here too. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's some of the art that was entered to the Draw This in Your Style, and really excited about those. So yeah, really cool stuff. Hoi! Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here now, and yeah, I don't know. Again, if anyone is really good with like music stuff, maybe hit me up on Instagram or Discord, because that'd be cool, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening to the story. And I will be back with another story stream, hopefully very soon. See you guys!